Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there. Listen, can someone please tell Mamu-chan we're trying to do a show, baby? Come on. Can you get down, buddy? Have mercy, Jesus. Listen, hey, everybody, it's your boy, Matty Rants. Thanks for tuning in. Prior to this live, meow, meow, meow. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Do you want to just sit in daddy's lap for a second? Which he did. And then all of a sudden it turned into change of plans as soon as I hit that music. I'm like, okay, buddy, it's time to get down. Listen. Yes, I'm working, bub. You can go ahead and sit on the couch. Come back up here if you feel like it. But we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 8. It is episode 7. It is Forensic Queens. This is one of my favorite challenges on Drag Race. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of improv, so I have a lot of points and opinions to give today on this. But we also need to get into the episode in general because one, the emotions. Oh, wait. Do I have a soundboard for this? Did I have to download something today? Oh my goodness. Listen, maybe you'll hear it. I hope you do. But that all of that crying, baby Jesus, my God in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I was like, just no, baby. It just was a little bit of this, a little bit of that. My God, I was tired. Folks. I was tired of this episode. I was like, what is happening? Over you manipulating yourself to be in a position for a role that you said you wanted first, but in reality, you wanted the role that Lala had. And then you implicated that, because Lala didn't want to budge and I'm trying to be the bigger person, you should then give me the same role, but that you said was the same as the role that you wanted from Candy. It did not make no damn sense. It didn't make none. And we're going to talk about it today, as well as, in my opinion, I disagree. With the bottom two. I think somebody should have been there who was given a critique that followed with, you were being yourself. And I'm good with that. I said, now, wait a minute. We'll get there today. Listen, it's at MattyRants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. You can find that on the description down below. Grab a branch, eat some fruit. Mattivia, the good poots, all that jazz. I got merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. It's MattyRants, MattyRants. That's how you found me here. It's right there. But I do have merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. So check it out. Tank tops, t-shirts, stickers. Oh my. Rant pack, Mattivia shirts. I wore that for my Mamu-chan video. If you would like that same shirt in multiple colors, it's available for you, as well as the sticker sheets. Sticker sheets are US only, but check out dragqueenmerch.com. Shout out to Bible Girl and Company. Now, also, I do reactions on Patreon. Patreon's for as low as $1 a month. And I do these episodes along with other shows as well. Right now, Drag Race España, but I will be covering Drag Race Mexico, Drag Race Brazil, as well as Drag Race France, also on Patreon. So if you're a part of that $1 a month program, you can have access to over 300 plus videos. Also, I am highly considering on doing Black Mirror for Patreon because Queen of the Universe, and be honest with you, I don't really want to watch the show. I see too much online and it's all not, it's, I saw the most recent clip with Giselle Barbie in Mel's face when she was called safe. And that just, when I tell you, my spirit shot up like, oh God, I'm so thankful I'm not covering this, because I would drag Mel B, because it's honestly giving me what she was dealing with Eddie. Y'all don't remember them days when she was talking to Eddie Murphy and that whole situation? It's giving me holds a grudge. It's giving me. I said, isn't that interesting? I said, but I'm not going to do this. I don't know if I can get there yet. I'm going to try and watch the show. But for those of you who remember the back of the day when Mel B was messing with Eddie Murphy and that whole situation that took place, I said, "Oh, is this you being mad? Was she giving that too? What did she did Giselle remind you? Listen, it's okay. It's not, but child, we could really talk about a deeper discussion and why her bitterness is coming to that. But I'm not trying to do this today. We'll have a Queen of the Universe discussion soon. I'll probably just do a video with a couple of episodes put together to start talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of all that, I cover a lot of shows on this network. Check it all out. Also, I just recently did a video for my son, Mamu-chan, as far as the whole adoption process, our first 3 weeks. Please check it out. It's cute. It's one of my adorable edited videos. But yeah, Mamu-chan. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. But yeah, listen, we're here to have a good time today. That is the idea of this live show. It is not a quick review. I'm not here to give you key points for that. There are other programs that are available if you have a shorter attention span, or if listening to long lives is just not really your gag or your giggle. For the people who are here, though, we're going to pay them a little bit of respect and not dust, as well as myself, because this is fun for us and we like to talk about the show on this sort of level. You could be driving home now, you could be at work, you could be anywhere you are, and this may be something you want to listen to. So I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in today. If you don't really care for me, okay, that's all of you. Girl, have it. Hold that anger for me. It's silly, but I guess if you have space and time in your life, then do it. But these opinions today are not meant to be malicious or to malign anybody, because I may talk about your favorite and it may be somebody that is your favorite, so much so that you have to then attack and defend on behalf of them when they don't know who you are. This is also a TV show that has been edited for our consumption as viewers. One more time, a TV show that has been edited for our consumption as viewers. Reality TV, not this reality, but a reality from a year ago. Relax. RuPaul even made a statement today saying feelings aren't facts. And I have been preaching this for quite some time. And if all of you could gather on that train, chug-a-lug-a choo-choo, we'd be on a good path. But I'm afraid not. So that's why I have to make these speeches. That's why I have to get my big boy pants on and tell some of y'all that disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, can be individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. And please don't be rude. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this, I have merch available. I also have a tip jar you can splash it in there with. You can go do a lot of other things with your life, but don't bring that energy over here because it's not tolerated. Okay? We are here to have fun. We are here to have a good time. And I am not here to stroke anyone's ego or to allow you to think that just because you feel you're right, that you have the control and the authority in a situation, or that with whatever I say, it is the end all be all, because this is just an opinion. It is not that deep. I wish nothing but success and wealth to all the queens on this season, regardless of how I feel in reference to certain things that have happened on this show. It should not be that difficult to separate the two, the three, the four, and remove ourselves from all of that. So if that is difficult for you, God bless you in the rest of whatever life you want to live. But I don't live like that. So peas and carrots, bitch. Peas and carrots. All right. If you want to drop a tip in my jar, because shameless. And also, I'm cute and I'm hosting a good show and I'm a single father, and Father's Day is around the corner. And I can now say that. A single father, I am. I have to keep putting the single part out there. It is sad. So listen, it's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo Rants. I appreciate all of you for tuning in today. Even if you do not drop a tip in my jar, your participation in this live chat, you just tuning in, is the most important thing. That's an honest expression. That thumbs up button is free, though, so slap that sucker, okay? Slap that. Not like Jocelyn did Big Lex while somebody was holding them down. You know what? That was another video I did this past week. So, I had my thoughts on the Kahana and Heidi situation, and of course Heidi was in the live chat with that. That's on my video currently if you want to see it. As fair as possible. Some people don't feel that way. Maybe they're going to be the same people who, when I have a conversation about how Georges was not giving in this lip sync, but because Georges is such a good lip syncer and we love Georges, that there's no way she could do wrong. She didn't do wrong. She was just light dressing. and we needed a full meal. And Lala gave the experience that was needed for this Lizzo. And anyone saying that Georges was told to hold a seat, baby, it's okay. Not everybody's going to win one. All right. She was doing what she thought she knew of the song. And that was that. She don't know the song. Like you could tell. She even admitted, period. Lala did that because one was embodying it and the other was dancing and have a good time. And that's fine. That is fine. You're going to be okay with that. I mean, some of the stuff I saw, I was just like, y'all, weird opinions, yours, but weird ways to take things in and also take something away from somebody in the same breath. Like you want this to be, but like, no, girl, that's not what had happened. It's okay though. We're not going to agree on everything on the lip sync, and that's just fine. I'm done with this. I know it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. You're all grown. I believe in you. Asia, thank you so much for the Cash App tip. For RuPaul and the bad wig for a skip. The money, listen, thank you so very much. I almost read what Cash App was like. The money will be available shortly. Sorry. I hope y'all are having a good day. Please give yourselves a deep breath and a big hug from me or just from yourselves in general. I know that this is a rough time in a lot of people's lives, whether it's something bad, whether it's something that you're working on, whether it's something that is stressing you out, release and remove. I know the feeling, trust and believe. It sucks, but you got this. You got this. You got it, whatever it is. And if you're mad today, I don't know what that's about. Go, get with God or get with your therapist or find new friends. Sounds like you got bad ones keeping you in the wrong headspace and decision spaces. Anywho, moving past this, moving on. Let's go ahead and get into this today. Once again, 3 points I'd like to say before I start this show. Number one, I do love an improv challenge. I'm going to go through every character I would have given for each one of these roles because yes, God, indeed. Number two, I think that Candice's muse should have been in the bottom. Do not be mad at me for that. I think and I feel that Kahana Montrese was not in the bottom this week. Shock and awe for the girls think that I'm angry with Miss New Face, but I'm just telling you, I thought Cahandra did that. And here's the thing. It's also, are we calculating the runways into this too? Because she ate candy up on the runway, 1. 2, even for her role, as much as they wanted to do this full, well, you were like off for the first part, but then you went to second. No, baby, she was actually doing the character that was described in this moment. Like she could have taken it anywhere she wanted to go, but she played well with how Jessica's character was low-key, like lost in her own outer space. And then Kahana was the bit, it made sense to me. She was safe, especially with, but I'm gonna get there. And nothing to Candy, but this would have been the moment I would have sent Alexis home. Boom. Because 1, you tried it with this role situation, you didn't take it and you didn't embody the role the way you were supposed to. 2, your runway was a little overdone, but I thought it was still very clever. A piss-soaked, jock strap. Fabulous. All of that. You've been very much giving this energy the entire show of all that kind of, Hannibal Lecter, fava beans and penis, like whatever the case may be. But I would have made this completely different. And this would have been a moment for Kahana to have gained her confidence. Reference to going further is still with a win where Alexis didn't have one. Just me. That was where I was at today. So let's start this up. And as much as the girls say I don't like that lady, it's not that I don't. I just don't agree with a lot of things that she does, or needing to post and delete things the way they've been going. It's like, babe, make a decision. You gonna be her or not her? Like, don't post and go. Like say what you want and let it stand right there. But at the same time, what I saw on this past Good Evening, I was like, no, you deserve safe. And it should have been a moment to make one person sweat and the other one recognize that this time they weren't able to manipulate themselves into a situation where they would have, been saved, because Alexis didn't do the work, yet she wanted the same role that Candy got that she felt would have been the exact same role. So you would have sucked either way. Just so we're clear. Like, was that what you were going to do for the detective? Go in and out of an accent? Like I saw, because that's what I saw. I don't know about the rest of you. I saw her go in and out that accent, baby. That she was in Brooklyn, then she was in New Jersey, found her way to Philadelphia, stopped her way in Boca Raton, came right back, and she didn't even go. She went to the Bronx. I didn't know where that voice was coming from. I said she didn't. It was like watching like Chicago Fire, and then all of a sudden we're watching like Law and Order SVU at the same time, and there's a whole bunch of like what are these brothers called? Married Jenny McCarthy, not attractive like the other one, but also we don't know if he's as problematic, even though his wife is very much on that anti stuff, which is like, I can't agree with her no more on them single out days. Donnie McCluk. Why is that last name not coming to me? And I know who I can picture them both. Why is that not hitting me? I can't remember this man's last name. Hamburger Helper, something. I don't know. We'll move forward here. The joke didn't land. I low-key passed out right there. It's a little bit of this, that, and the other. Wahlberg. Thank you, Joyce. That's what it was. The Wahlbergs. They giving me Wahlberg. Thank you. Where did Kluk come from? Maybe that's the noise I always associate with him and his wife when they step into the room. Also, shout out to the pit stop. I have been enjoying it this season. Shout out to Deja Sky. Glad she got to go on there and show us what she got. Deja's funny. You already know what's up. Deja and I also had a really good video. It was a great video for season, whatever number this last one we were on, like season 15. So shout out to Deja Sky. But I don't agree with what they said on the lip sync in reference to Lala Ree. At all. Like, at all. Love Deja, but I was like, no, I'm afraid not. No, that wig was fine. She was giving like B, like 4 era, like end of time tease. Like, I was like, yeah, love for you, but no, you were wrong. It's okay. It's all right. Also, you're going to see who I think Georges looked like for this runway. If you think Teen Titans, you'll know exactly where I'm going with this today. Shout out to Jeff with a G for pointing it out to me this morning because it was a cackle. Let's start the show. So I can see the comment now, 17 minutes in. This is the live, baby. Better yet, just so we're clear, in case the girls really don't have those attention spans and you made it this far, I should have said this at the beginning of the video. Roika in the chat. Roika in the chat. If you see one of my favorite babies over here, Roika, they're going to be doing the timestamps. They've been doing the timestamps on my channel in the comment section. So if you need to get here real quick, dangerously, check out Roika. She's going to have all. They're going to, excuse me, I have to start just saying they for just period here. They are going to have them all in the chat for us available. I always pin it for each and every video. I appreciate you so much, my love. You already know what's up. That's for the girls that need them bad. And I get it because I'm a talker, but people listen. Not everyone, but people listen. Sometimes they take my, ideas too. Hey, Drag Race. What's up? No, listen. Hey, y'all invite me to shit. I want a box. I've been doing this for 6 years. I want a box. Okay. We're Here gave me a box. Where's yours? I love you. I've been to every drag con. Don't do it. Okay. Now, shout out to Casey. I appreciate the tippy poo on Cash App. Shout out to Jeremias. Thank you so much for the tippy poo. Thank y'all for being here today. All my love to you. I see a super chat. Winona. Love you, babes. Not to mention the DA was nothing like the detective, like she just made that up on the spot. No, she could have done something differently. I'm going to do the DA for you today. I'm going to do the DA for you. Don't worry, everyone. I'm going to give the extra that a lot of people either hate or love from me today. But listen, James Mansfield was thrown out of the competition. Not thrown out, I'm kidding. But was eliminated last week after decisions were made to, send her home based off of the queens, but also the winner of the lip sync, which was Candy, who got that money in the same way. Anywho, no shade to cans, but everyone voted for James. I got a little bit more insight into that, but not really. It's just, people said that James didn't have a win and Kahana had a win in there. And then, of course, Lala was like, I'll just pick Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. How people make me feel that day kind of situation. So that was the reasons for it. It gave Kahana a bit of, okay, thanks, queens. But at the same time, she's still feeling like, okay, 4 bottoms, not looking too good. Lala Ree was the star of this week's episode. I knew she was going to be in some sort of position based off of how she was walking into the workroom. Purse, and I do mean her bump first, okay? But I love Lala this episode. It was definitely giving that kind of energy. I'm really running through this because I want to get to another part. Now, CEO of Glamazonian Airways, RuPaul Charles, okay? Rapondra Charles over here gave a little riddle that would lead them into the clues of what this week's episode is going to be about. And honestly, RuPaul, this is one of my favorite outfits you have ever worn. This goes in top 10 for me as far as RuPaul looks walking into the workroom. Love it. Live. I breathe. Done. I love all of it. I was like, oh, now this is good for me, Ru. She's giving. But it's an homage back to season 5. I love that Lanacia Sparks is in this episode via the season 5 little pound cake. I wonder when they're going to call Lanacia Sparks to do All Stars if she hasn't already been contacted already. Because I'd love to see Lanacia again. Just saying. But it's little pound cake. It was such a big breakout moment from Alaska and Lanacia Sparks. I don't know if people remember if they think it was like Alaska's all doing it. It was, Lanacia was there too. But, hey, they're bringing this back and it's going to be a improv challenge, forensic file style. Better yet, here's how I would have gone into this. Oh, no, I can't give it away just yet. Let me get there. I'm gonna tell you why. But Kahana knew it had something to do with emoting from the face, acting, and giving emotion. And our good sister Halle Berry here was a little concerned. She knew she got that Oscar for Monsters Ball, but after that, the career would never look the same. This is actually true. No shade, Halle, but I'm not lying, girl. After that movie, it was Swordfish, and then it was the titties gosh, and then after that it was like, well, here we go. You started like losing children and being possessed and taking 911 calls, and their eyes were watching God was good, but that was made for TV. You know what the budget was given, sister. It was ABC. Yeah, anywho, no, love me some berries of Halle. Okay, love me some Halle Berry. She's one of my favorite actresses, even though she is the light-skinned storm no one asked for. Yet, do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. Bryan Singer, you should pay for those crimes. Whoever wrote that movie. X1 was terrible. X2 was that girl, though. To Kahana and this realization of this might just be my last day. It might be. Whether it's your decision or not, it just might be. The suit is suiting. But RuPaul gives them the character descriptions, and after that, they're going to then make up their own interpretation of said character. So everyone has a role to play, but with improv, you then make up how you want the character to exist and be, right? Cool. That's my kind of shit right there. Okay, so we're doing an improv challenge. You're giving us a layout of who we're going to be. And then after that, I can just take it and then just go for it. Stanley. Okay, listen, Chi-Chi, I was a bit miffed Ru didn't step in when Heidi had her meltdown, but I guess she was like, hey, we got the main challenge filmed wrap, so bye, Felicia. I mean, maybe it was not that simple. Maybe there was a moment where there was a passing of winds. Possibly, I'm not sure. We can't really make that decision just yet in reference for this because it was Heidi that wanted to leave at the time, even though it would have been nice if RuPaul bald-headed ass had stepped up in there and said, what's up? No, Ru, don't be mad at me. But instead, it was two people who were leaving at the same time. One who already had some things leaving them on top of them that wanted to step out after being the drama. And then the other one who looks like I can see the incision from the forehead lift that wanted to also leave too. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I was sitting there going, well, damn. That's why she stepped in. She said, we're not going to have a show no more. It's going to be top 4, and we're going to the finale. So hold up. We got 3 more episodes. You better, I'm sure RuPaul said a lot more than what we saw on this good program because Baby was agitated when she stepped into this piece. But that is also not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about what just happened here. So we'll get there in just a second. Now, when the role situations come, this is the incision I was referring to. When the roles did come to Curb, now This is not shade. Baby got good work. I'm just saying, when I saw that, I was like, oh, there was a lift and I can see it. Which would explain the hats. Now, Kahana, in this moment, I wanted you so badly not to take the advice of anybody else in that room and to get out of your head. But I knew. Okay, I knew that because you were already defeated in this moment, the moment someone gave you some sort of like, guess what? You were going to be like, okay, sure. And I said, fuck, because this was a moment for you to take a different role. But I want to tell you this right now, regardless of it being assisted handed to you, you know how Alexis Michelle is. I think that would work for you. You made this role happen for yourself. And I think maybe the conversation with Rue when she came in the workroom and kind of gave you a little piece, it kind of helped you out a bit to be like, okay, bitch, like, you deserve to be here. This is not that kind of bullshit. Like, everyone has bad times. Trust me, Akira on her season of All Stars was robbed of many moments of positive critiques. But, it happens. It happens. And I hated that she was in this moment of defeated, but it was pull your shit together, sis, because we got work to do. And that energy is very contagious. Lala Ree, let me tell you something. When it was, I want the detective, and Alexis was like, well, I would like the detective too. You said, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not going to happen. Not today. I'm keeping this role. I'm going to play this whole scene out for y'all because it was really, really funny. Two people I want to give a shout out to today. Let me see if I can find it from earlier. I reminded myself to say something, but I think I may have missed it. It was in the beginning. Let me see. Want to make sure. I saw a post for me. There we go. Bam, found it. Quan, it's your birthday today. Make some noise for Quan. Oh, happy birthday. All my love to you, and happy birthday. Hope you're having a good day, a blessed day. Y'all send Quan some love. And then also, who did I see here who said something really important? I want to give you some time because you're one of my babies and I see you in the chats all the time. Where's my cuckoo? Cuckoo, where are you, baby? I want to give your post some time, my love. Hold on. Cuckoo Games, thank you for streaming, Matty. I'm going through a breakup and your stream is keeping me distracted. Sorry to hear about your breakup. I always say this at the end of the day, it's probably for the best because you just lost a piece that wasn't elevating and pushing you forward. You may have had a little love or a lot of love for that person, okay? But I'm sure the love that I have for you, everybody around you with this rant pack, and for yourself is stronger than that. And whoever is going to be with you in your next whatever, if that's even where you're thinking, it's going to be even better. So woosah, all my love to you, Cuckoo Games. I know the feeling, trust and believe. Thanks for tuning in. Almost 300 of you. Hit that like button. Let's go. Alexis. All right. I'm going to speak on behalf of some Libras today because I am one, and also because I could see how the wheels were turning here in the manipulation of it all. Libras are very persuasive. That's the word we'll use for you. But we also can manipulate a story, and we can really run game if we need to get our way, especially if we know the people who are in front of us. That is the whole Libras are liars. It's the run game and manipulation part the girls get confused because they're like, you lying. It's like, well, no, technically what I did was say it in a way that made sense to you, but it may have caused a question, but you don't want to overthink it. So you're just going to run with it. And if I get that through, then I've made it through. I found my way through the situation. And I see that Alexis was doing that with the way she was trying to find a almost sympathy bone from Lala with oh, is that what this is? Well, I could also do the detective if you're not, willing to do this. And I thought to myself, at the beginning of this entire conversation, Candy said, I want to do the detective. That's the staple. That's the staple. Jason, it's right there. We will set it up and we will push and we hope it's completed. But if we get caught in the middle, ooh. And I saw her do that. So it's okay. Shauna, thanks for being here, baby. No, listen, getting back to in the front and not in the back over here. I watched Alexis try to work this, and I watched her do it poorly, because the thing is, Alexis, you've done this damn near every time a role situation needs to happen. You did this for for example, the most recent time was for the Rusical. When you knew so much about all the roles, you were able to push people into the right. Oh, I'm just helping them out, Matty. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe. But what it feels like is that you push sometimes to get people to get away from certain roles that you would like or situations you want to be in, and then you position yourself perfectly in there. It's a good game. Some people have won Big Brother that way. But for me, I would have clocked this, because as an observer, you can see her, the wheels are turning. Lala said, "No, I'm not going to budge." And so began the, all right, so let me find a way around this. Lala wasn't going to budge from the role of the security guard, and Lala was given all of that. Like, nah, it's not going to happen, sis. So Alexis was like, okay, fine, then I'll do the other thing. I'll make a different decision, I guess. Candy, is it possible for you to choose the DA versus the detective? I mean, it's like the same role. What? Okay, hold on then. So now, hold up. Alexis, if you just said, and I quote, or not really quote, but more so paraphrase in my own way of thinking with what I saw, is, well, the other role I want is the detective. And if Lala is not willing to, and it was that wording, it was that the tone, it was the phrasing, and it was the very, I could not take Alexis in this moment, y'all. If she's not willing, why not audition for the role? Why not audition for the role then? If you want it that bad, just like how they've done everything else when it comes to this show, and let's be fair, and all, you made Candy do this. If it was that deep, why not audition for it? Said, let's give our best security guard, or let's give our best detective then. Instead, you try to position her into a different role, so that way you would get what you want. And then when Candy was like, no, we're not going to do that, because I already wanted this role, I already said all of that. And then it turned into, well, how come I have to be the bigger person? And everyone else has these attitudes. I'm not liking the attitudes in the room. Attitudes? Yours or theirs? Like, I was confused by that, because to me, why are you waiting to have everyone then make a decision for you then to say what role that you would want to have? If I knew in this moment that I'm sitting here trying to figure things out, and I need to speak my mind and my pieces to what I want, that's the first thing that would have got off my chest. Okay, so let's go through how we're going to do these roles and who wants what. Because what I'm looking at right now, just from reading this, and I can see, based on what they're looking at, like, this is I can look through this, I can get a little surmise. Okay, the detective, this, that. It's improv. Okay. So, for me personally, I thought Alexis was not able to negotiate her way around this one. And when she tried to make herself the victim in this situation, because Candy stood her ground. Yes, Candy, I got your back on this one. No. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. I got you. No. Because the camera panned to Candy and Lala. It was attitudes. Wasn't just for Candy. It was for Lala too, because she was mad she didn't get the security guard role. That's where the frustration came from, the whole statement of, if someone's not willing to, whenever I did that, and then to Candy going, you're not going to talk me out of this role. What kind of nonsense is that? That's crazy. I'm not enjoying the attitudes and do you see what I'm saying? So it was a shot at both of them. Okay, because Alexis took this very seriously. She even admits this on Untucked with the role. Like, she took this way too seriously. And it is because she wants to get a win. You don't want to be in a competition for how many episodes and be John Burr's blonde, right? You just don't want that to happen. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Hold on. I mean, she could be Kelly Roller. Like, you could just come back into the competition and be a part of the Art Simone gallery of why are we back and why we got no wins to make it to the top situation here. But howdy doody time, you know? But like, no, I don't think so. I'm looking at Alexis like, you and this little front spit of hair got the nerve to be sitting over there trying to play some victim role when you literally told someone, well, why don't you just take the DA role because it's the same as the other role? What? Fern? Mayo? What? Bitch, then why don't you take it then? I'm with Candy on that one. Why even say that? Why even make that statement if it's the same and you need a role, then why don't you take the DA? Mind you, Alexis didn't know what she was doing as the DA, and I don't know if she did that on purpose for herself, but like, the DA could have easily been done because once again, it's improv, so you can make it into anything you want. It's given a base, but you can literally flip it, turn it, and do whatever. I was so disappointed. For someone who's done improv before, I'm sure you need to pass that class in somebody's college, professor. I'm just saying. I was shocked. I was like, you couldn't make that happen? You couldn't make the DA? Weren't you a dead body on Law and Order, Alexis, or somebody that was working at a bar in one scene or something? I remember Alexis was on TV as that one queen. You know how it is, the gay one on some sort of TV show on NBC or something like that. I forget what a show she was on. I'm like, you know this. I also watch a lot of First 48, so for me, this would have been perfect. I would have had a good time. Had a good time for some First 48. No, Candy caught that bullshit, and Candy said, not today. And that's why, like, I kind of chuckled a little bit when she kind of laughed at the fact that she clocked Alexis in this moment. Like, wait, why would you even tell me that? That doesn't make any sense. You just told on yourself. Like, what do you need my role for if they're the same? All right, y'all. Let's watch this in installments. Because look at this hand. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. A witch's claw indeed. Listen. I said Alexis Michelle over there casting spells on Candy and Lala. Jessica over here just trying to figure out what exactly is her role. Actually lies because no, her and see that. Never mind. You know what? I want to take something back. When it came to that role situation with Kahana, while it was influence as to it's going to work for you, Jessica was going to be doing a lot of scenes and said, I'll take this one and you can take that one because I'm feeling more this way. I feel like Jessica, maybe Kahana will tell us, was also very helpful in making sure Kahana felt good in her scenes because they worked a lot together. See, look at me. Look at me. I'm putting things together. Sandwiches on toast. Yeah, I was with you. Listen. Oh, Lord have mercy. Sorry, I was looking at some people in the chat. Y'all think Candy gaslit her? Hold on, I want to read this, JB. Anyone else over Candy, when she doesn't get her way, she gaslights and throws a tantrum. Although Alexa was wrong for what she did, this is like the third time Candy has acted this way. So what do you think was supposed to happen? And that's my situation for this. Like, what do you think was supposed to happen? So let's I'd like to give this 5 minutes if you don't mind. And I'm not dragging nobody that don't like Candace, but I'm just saying, listen to how I'm going to word this for you so you can understand how that does not apply in this situation. Now, we can go back a couple episodes and have that full talk. You know what I'm saying? Throw another audition for the role. Okay, so let's keep that there. I had that as a way of having it, but let's also stress this out a little bit, okay? Now, if we just sat here and we just talked about roles, and Candy in the beginning of this, and hear me out, at the beginning of this, before anybody else picked their role, I'm liking the detective. She's a nosy ass bitch. I like that. We then get to Kahana and Jessica who want to do their roles. We could work together. Boom. Jimbo, I'll be this one. It works for me. Boom. We get to the security guard. Lala wants it. Alexis wants it. Lala doesn't budge. Alexis then says, the detective is my other option. Kandi said that at the beginning of the entire thing. So the only thing that's left is DA. Now, when we get to Kandi and Alexis, I got to just look over here and talk, okay? When we get to Kandi and Alexis says, Kandi, are you willing to change your role to the DA because the DA is just like the detective? There's really not that much of a difference. Kandi doesn't want to move because literally the beginning decision was the detective. This is not a person who's been lobbying for the role. This is a person who literally had made their decision, and now someone's telling them to make a different decision because Lala wouldn't change for them. So what are we talking about? And I'm here for y'all, and I get it that yes, she does do that. So I'm not negating your point. She do that. Kandi do that. Not all the time, but in this moment, I'm on her side with it because it's like, no, you literally had the statement done first before anybody else was there. You waited too long and you tried to play passive with getting your role, Alexis. Yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. She played passive. So now all of a sudden you get to have your way because you've been so kind. Stop it. Stop it. So here's the thing. Yes, you are correct in certain instances. However, in this moment, not this one. Could she have, yes, rants and rambles. Let's do it. Let's do it. Could Kandi have given up her role? For sure. Was Alexis being manipulative to get that role? Absolutely. So why did she give up the role when she clearly caught Alexis? You do not reward the thief from stealing. No, you're right. Again, here's the thing. The dramatics are too much. I'm not negating anyone's point for this. I just want y'all to hear why I, in my Libra glory right now, are feeling the full balance here. You better thank my son for getting me on a better path with talking to y'all and me doing drag, bitch. That's got me giving different decisions and talking about this now. It's just, let's wake it up. They both can be wrong at different times, at the same time, on different platforms. But in reality, what we just saw was somebody pull let me tell you what I want to do. And then when they didn't get their way, do a victim thing. And then all of a sudden it got really crazy. And that's why I was like, this is too much. Because Alexis, and I want to play this out. Look at this face. Look at this face. She went from this claw to defeat. And she is welling in these emotions. I'm watching her pull it all out. Now, she's going to tell y'all online that she's crying about something else. And she may have been. Alexis, whatever you were crying about, whether it was you not getting your way, or you not getting your way, or you not getting your way. And it may have been you not getting your way. Possibly not getting your way. But to do it right then and there at that time, and then you tell me it's something else, and if it's something really important, all my love to you, but girl, you couldn't tell me something. The beginning of the welling of the emotions to then turn into this defeat. Well, I'll just take the DA role to then now look at Kandi, to then look at the group. Y'all saw this nonsense. I said, give her a goddamn Emmy right now. Right now. Orbit JP, I saw that video when Lux did not stand down in her moment. Well, I just want you to know that, I saw your post that you said about Team Kandi, and me and Kandi are real. What are you doing? Listen, you don't have 5 kids, you don't own a home, and you're not part of anyone's PTA board association. Why are you talking to us like this? Grown man, like, I was like, this is crazy. She's talking to explaining to Lux over nothing. It wasn't even that deep. Like, I'm watching Mistress just make the funniest of faces. I'm like, Lux, thank you for not please don't, because it's just getting really ridiculous here. Okay. Grown. Look at this. I mean, Charlie Brown has had a very bad fucking day here, bro. Lucy didn't give him the role that he wanted. Linus is being an asshole. Sally's a bitch. He's just having it. Peppermint Patty. I mean, where do we start over there? Sir, I said, whoa. Moaning Myrtle has stepped into the scene. Fuck J.K. Rowling. But anywho, Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This program is for entertainment purposes only, so please don't take me too seriously. It's not meant to malign any religion, hairlines, companies, individuals, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are so their personal views. That's one more joke. Thanks for tuning in. Aaron, thank you for the tippy poo on Cash App. I appreciate it. Y'all gonna make me go get a pizza out in here in 101-degree weather. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Oh, it is 100 degrees in Houston. Shall we take a look at the humidity real quick while we're getting our tiers together for Alexis? It's 112 with the humidity. So I'm not cooking anything today. That oven's not coming on for nobody. Drop me some pizza money for Alexis's tears, y'all. Feed me with her tears. No, I'm just playing. That's fucked up. Rose, thank you for the super chat. Not Charlie Brown. Good grief. I mean, but technically I'm not wrong with the Charlie Brown saying because it's only a swoop. Ooh, listen. Charlie Brown. Y'all remember that movie when they went to camp and there was those mean kids and they was trying to do a whole lot of stuff? Oh, Lord Jesus. My bad. I am so oof. Not if the movie actually was like done in real time. Oof. Someone get her a yellow shirt with a little black stripe through it, baby. Oh, okay. Excuse me. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Okay, no. No. Listen. Poor Alexis. She's having a really rough day and she's super crying hard. Look, her face is turning red. It's real. I feel bad for her because if it has nothing to do with the situation, I feel bad for her. If it has something to do with the situation, then I'm like, girl, bye. Because for me, I'm emotional. Y'all know I'm sensitive, okay? You have seen me lose my shit on camera. Yes, you've seen me cry over like small stuff. Come on now. We've got full video years of that, right? But this, I'm like, oh God, it's just a role. Like, surely your runway will save you. I mean, woo, I was like, oh my God, this is a lot. Candy's in her little flat back decided that it needs to get out this workroom. Got the legs for beauty, honey, but just concave. Hey, go, Matt, focus. Alexis says she needs a moment and she steps out the room while Jessica Wilde and Jimbo are all of us. God bless you too for this episode, and indeed, because the facial expressions. The facial expressions, oh my God, like Jimbo, listen, normally we be in Jessica's face, and trust me, when Kahana leaves, that eye roll Jessica gave was a cackle, but Jimbo over here had me just hollering, because it was like that was a lot to take in. Like, what was that? Just like, imagine someone just crying like that then left you, and then Jessica's face is like this. Oh man. Oh God, I love her so much. Man, I gotta be real with you. I do want Jessica Wilde to kind of win this season. I really do. She has been a key the entire season. Oh my goodness. I can't. I can't listen. Jimbo rubs the titty and makes a wish. You know, he's good for that. For Alexis, for Charlie Brown. And, you know, Jessica's right back to work because we got things to do today. Kahana has fed into Alexis's energy. Kahana, maybe I'm making a narrative here today for you, sweetheart. But listen, I feel like you were already over it, but you seeing what Alexis did facilitated you further into you wanting to leave and just being over the situation completely. Like, it's got to be already tough to know that you're about to go into a challenge that is basically against you and your talents, right? So now you've seen, B. Arthur just leave out the room and come back because Blanche once again stole that 75-year-old man from her. But you've been out of it too. This is why I feel like when people give Heidi a hard time about leaving, I'm like, y'all do not understand. I don't understand. But I've talked to many queens before that have been on the show, in-depth conversations about everything that happens. And they all tell me, Matt, it's a lot. It's not even, you get an hour of us being on a work day for like maybe 15 to 16 hours on set. Maybe less than that with like breaks here and there and a lunch or two. But like, it's a work event. It's not just us. We're in the room, we're having fun. No, this is work. They're filming a show. You know what I mean? So you've been there for 7 weeks. You've had one good time, and it was in the beginning of your run. Remember how Shea Coulee was going through All-Star 7? Baby, I can feel the pain. Shea was there in the beginning. Bam, did that first win. What's up? Wee! It was so long. It was so long, girl. That would fuck with someone's confidence. And I can respect and understand that. So for me, I feel for Kahana in this moment. But I'm also like, now, baby, if she said, I'm getting up and leaving, I'm Lala's face. Okay, that's what she wants to do. 5 queens remain. That'd be me. Oh, that's what she wants to do. 5 queens remain. No one gets to go home this episode. Let's just have a good time and win some money. Yeah, that'd be me. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Because we're now on this episode and you want to do all that. Now you can go. Cool. First episode, I can see. It's like, we just got here. Middle of the road. Okay, you just not having a good time. Get your shit together. We almost there. And you want to go. That finale is right there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bitch, I would have gift wrapped her. Express mail back to Vegas. Whoop. But, some people are showing concern. Some are. Anywho, let me get to it, y'all. I want to give some love on these tippy poos. William, CJ, thank you so much for my Cash App. It's okay. It's early in the morning, Jimbo. That's right. She's like, it's okay. It's just early. Oh, no, Aaron, I'm just reading your comment. Thanks for the tippy poo. Grateful for you as I recover from food poisoning. Jeez Louise, I've had food poisoning before. It took me out for a whole week. Sending you my love. Drink lots of Gatorade. Get your electrolytes back. Be close to the bathroom. Don't stain your carpet because you might not get your deposit back, babe, okay? Don't know if you're in a house or not, but my apartment dwellers, you hear me? If you knew you got a little chunk, don't you get in that carpet. You know you got that light carpet now. Don't do it. Because whatever you ate or drank, it's going to stain and you're not going to get it out. Get your deposits back, baby. Get your system. That's how we do this here. Shout out to Stephanie once again. All the generosity. I appreciate you so much. Love from Romania and Pizza Money. Thank you. I am getting this pizza for sure. Shout out to Little Caesars. Their thin crust is actually really good. I'm shocked, y'all. I'm like, oh, this shit's really fucking good. Also, Mamu Chan's pizza. Thank you, Feral Kitty, all the way from Australia. Shout out to my rant pack across the seas, across the pond. I appreciate every single one of you. All my love out there, 368 of you. Heidi in closet in the live chat. Hello, my love, my Libra sister. Y'all give Heidi some love. If you are not on her Patreon, I saw that joke, Bianca, for Pit Stop. You tried. Y'all clocked that. I said, ooh. Head on over to Heidi in Closet's Patreon and get the real tea. I saw you're having a conversation with Kahana and Lala Ree. I'm certain that was filmed prior to things that took place, but maybe it wasn't. But either way, tune on in to Miss Heidi in Closet. Make sure you support our sisters as well as all of our queens on the show. Love you, Heids. Tracy Threats. Oh my goodness. Oh, threats. I'm gonna say threats. I don't want to say threats. But okay, thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Whoa. Maybe I can't read today. Maybe. Thank you. A single father am I. I am. Me and my son. I feel like Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness. I'm holding Mamu Chan in the back of the bathroom, just doing the most. I'm telling you. But let's continue on with our good sister Heidi. Excuse me, Kahana over here. This is somebody else that's trying to leave the competition. Excuse me. Threats. Okay, that's why it had to be Tracy. I just knew it because I was like, I know she's not. Oh my goodness. Raimi, hello from Hollywood. Love you, Matty. Come back to Precinct. Thank you, baby. I had the best time performing as Piece of Cake at Precinct. Still will forever be thankful to that establishment and that place for being my first performance, as well as Bitch Puddin' and everybody behind Bitchin' and all the queens. That was life-changing forever moment. And when the girl says she's never done direct, what did done do and was tip boo. Thank you. I am Lala Ree. I am not Candy in this moment. I am looking at my face. I am also reading my, figuring my character out. Because, girl, please, you leave it. Okay, bye. Look at Jessica's face when Kahana was getting ready to go. She didn't know what was going on. She had to ask Candy later, like, wait, what's happening? But she's just watching her pack up, like, what's I'm weak. But, new hairline said, I'm out. They said they're out. Now, Jimbo, why? but Jessica, why was me? Girl, Jessica rolled them eyes so hard, yo. It's like, okay. Get gone then. Get gone then. Peace, deuce, out of here. Let's get us to the finale. We can wrap the season up quickly. Now, when RuPaul has to step on in. This is before Elimination Day, mind you. So this is, maybe she stepped back there, possibly ate, someone's placebo real quick. And then step back into the room, after holding her shovel and making sure the world is a better place. She said, what the fuck is going on this good Tuesday? Bitches, get back to the center over here. Listen, Ru, tell me you cuss these hoes out. Tell me you cussed them out like you did that one season that everybody talks about, but we're not supposed to say it because people are under contract, but it's all over Reddit and everywhere else. And I've actually had queens that were there that said you cussed them out. And also on season 11, when you did that one thing on the runway, when you said that one thing when it happened that one time, and then everybody else was there, then when you gave a different critique of that one time, and it was supposed to tell us you screamed, tell us you yelled. Please. I feel you did. But no, you were talking some real shit though, Ru. You were talking some real shit. Not even gonna lie. A lot of things RuPaul had said on This Good Day was definitely things my therapist has spoken to me before. Also, a lot of what RuPaul said you can find in the 4 Agreements. That's a book I would highly suggest if you're having some mental blocks to take a look at that book. I think is Don Miguel Ruiz is the author. I think so. Yeah, I haven't read it in a while. It was one of my books to get me out of my bad headspace. But look at how Alexis is looking when RuPaul comes in just after all that nonsense she just did earlier. Now, I appreciate Kahana for keeping the same face. I mean, it's not that difficult for her. But, I appreciate her for still keeping the same energy of I'm over it and I want to go home. Whereas Alexis with her, now here, I swear to God, she is Rachel Berry. Alexis Michelle, you are Rachel Berry. I'm telling you. And that whole argument between Candy and Alexis was just unique versus Rachel Berry. That was it. Shout out to Alex Newell for winning that Tony. Much, much, much deserved. Much deserved. That's somebody who I've been rooting for since the beginning. Okay. So I'm very happy that Alex is getting the recognition they deserve. Props. Goodness. I need to go see Shucked though. Internationally owned. Yeah, but RuPaul was giving it up. And just giving them great advice. And, y'all have got to get out the way of yourselves and also understand that, feelings aren't facts when you're going through something. You need to push through in these situations. It is what happens at the end and not what's happening now in the situations that are taking place. And you really are we got you on the show. You are casted here. This isn't just some whatever, right? So people were receiving it and taking it in. And Candy had her speech and got emotional and got over it real quick. It was so weird. I was like, what is happening? Again, like the energies, like you can tell. It's like, girl, what this one right here, Rachel. Okay. Mr. Shoe, like you gotta give Mr. Shoe some time, okay? Like Mr. Schuster, was it Schuster? What do they call Mr. Shoe? I forget. I try to block out Glee because it's low-key a trauma show if you really think about it. Like Ryan Murphy was trying to take people back into trauma on Fox. Like, do you hear me? People getting thrown stuff and beaten up in the hallways, and we had to watch Chris Colfer. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Thank you for the super chat, baby. Love Rue, but her speech gave toxic positivity to me. Love you, Matty. Love you too. I disagree, but again, they're filming a show and they gotta like, here's the tough talk. Get the fuck up and let's go. You know what I mean? Kahana said she's good. When she said, I'm doing this for you, I was like, yeah, that's not the answer. But she said for me, and she corrected herself. Moving on from this moment, Alexis has a conversation with Candy to say that they're sorry for what they did and how they felt, and for it to be a moment as sisters and family, woo. We go through these things, but yeah. Let's get to the actual improv challenge itself, which is the Maxi Challenge this week, Forensic Queens. And let's talk about how the performances were. I do not agree with judging this week. 400 of you in the room. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Drop a tip in my jar if you feel like it. I am a single father, and Father's Day is coming up, so I'm going to shamelessly plug that. That's not needed for your participation, but that thumbs up button is. Thank you so much for being here. So listen, the idea behind this is that after season 5, with the whole little pound cake introduction, that they were doing an all-star season. And of course, Jessica Wilde and Kahana are playing these queens coming back into the competition, with little pound cake coming in as well. But she's the favorite. There's issues between Kahana's character. Jessica was friendly with her character, that sort of it, right? That's the idea behind the setup here. But little pound cake goes missing. Okay, and they don't know what's happening right now. They're like, what's going on? Where is she? What's taking place? And she's been mutilated, sort of, in a sense. They have to find out who did it. So we have a detective. We have a DA who's going to be prosecuting the situation. We have the queens, who are the main suspects. And we have a security guard. That's the roles. There you go. Oh, and a forensic specialist. Thank you for Jimbo's role. That's right. Don't forget. Listen, Jessica Wilde to me did a really, 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 really good job with her character. And I think what sold me the most is how Jessica, how do I describe it? It's like she was serious, but not, if that makes any sense. Like we could tell, like she was trying to play this role of this woman who was like, I don't know. But we used to go get tacos together, and she'd always ask for extra guacamole, and I couldn't afford the guacamole. But then it was like she went on this full, oh baby, when she said ETB versus EBT, cried. I could afford soft shells. Thank you. There we go. I believed Jessica's character, and it seemed like she had seen forensic file videos before. She'd seen episodes like this, and she was playing into it, but she was doing it in a camp way because she was talking about things completely unserious, like just very unserious for the full bit of it. But yeah, that it will for me. It's too funny, too funny. I was like, oh my God, this lady is too much. I watched this scene a couple times. I watched this back and forth like a few times because I wanted to okay, let me see what they did, make sure I'm not just jumping down someone's throat here. But I was like, damn, Jessica really ate this up. I enjoyed her role so much. Then Kahana, you were safe this week. I think, I don't know whether it was talking about with the critiques, but I personally believed her character as well. I did. I thought Kahana did a really good job. I thought her as this jealous queen, and very much like, I know it could be me, But I didn't kill the bitch. I just couldn't do all that. I thought for me personally, she was fine. And I believed her character, and it was working with Jessica in those certain roles I was like, okay, this isn't bad at all. This is definitely a lot better than the SNL. It's a lot better than some of the other stuff that we've seen. I was shocked. And I thought we were going to have that arc for her going forward. But I was like, okay, this is what we're doing today. That's fine. That's fine. Now, Lala Ree, you have a special place in my heart forever. Because relatable as fuck, but also you took me back to 90s, specifically Black films in the 90s, like House Party, Don't Be a Menace in South Central while drinking right juice in the hood. You already know what's up. Like that kind of spiel with the comedy. It gave me very In Living Color tease. It gave me, if I wanted to throw in there, how Niecy Nash does her physical comedy when she's doing Rainisha Williams. This had Monique so playing towards it. It's very Black comedy. And so I just, somebody was like, well, I thought Lala was acting herself. I was like, no, baby, if you think this is how Lala acts every day, then that's kind of weird. This isn't that. She's basically taken somebody from a movie and television show and I'm not talking to anyone directly. Please don't take that directly. I'm just saying, like, let's not do that when in reality, I know this character from so many different TV shows and roles, and especially in the 90s. There we go. This right here, WB in the UPN days. The Jamie Foxx show sort of character. There's always that one person that pops up in the role. It's very, very that with, a lot of the roles back then, we would see these people. So for me, I thought Lala was really paying a good homage to that. And it was really, really funny. And I really enjoyed that. And I just was like, okay, here we go. Come on for the Scream Queens. FKA, that's a good one. Denise Hempfield. Yes, one of my favorites. Like, it's very that, like, she don't need this job. Why is she here? Okay. And Lala took that character as the Sherry Coleman. It was the nails for me. It was the hand movements for me. It was the full bit that was going like full on that while she was talking. Literally, the camera's right there, getting all up in it on purpose. Doing the absolute most while drinking and showing like, oh, is this bitch and what was going out today? Queen Latifah in the cookout. Okay, see, I give that too. I'm gonna give you that too for sure. Very that. I'm like, this is more Sukihana than she did for Snatch Game. Share the shot is silent. Tiara, that was so stupid. I was like, I cannot take her seriously. I can't take her. I continued to laugh throughout all of her bits, but to me, I was like, Lala ate this up. Now, Candace Muse as Anita Clue. So here's where Candy went wrong, and this is also where I felt like this was weird judging this week. They literally told her you were playing yourself, but we like you, so it's okay. I'm like, girl, you would not have. Now, honey. I'm sitting over here like, wait, what? Okay, hold on. So here's the problem. Here's the problem with what Candace did, okay? Here's the problem with what Candace did, okay? Candy, okay? When she said, I'm not really a detective, but it has detective and retired up there. I'm just a nosy ass bitch. Okay, that's you. All you had to do was say you were a detective who retired. Once you said, I'm not really a detective, I'm just a nosy ass, that's you. That's you. Condoleezza, Muse, Rice. Like, that's you. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you say that? That's dumb. And then with the lollipop too, I thought she was doing jiggly. That's her bit. Ooh. Let me not do that today. let me not do that today and start a conversation. But if we want to talk about who's the lollipop queen and originator, I'm giving that to my sister, Miss Jiggles. Jiggly Caliente. I am. I do like this wig is kind of, I do like the wig, how she was trying to portray the character a little bit. It did remind me of that show Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn something. I don't watch it too often because when Terry, Coons gets on there, I just, 9 thank you. I was about to say the 1-1. It's on before Parks and Recreation on Comedy Central, so I'm always like, okay, I'll watch a little bit of this and then wait for Leslie Knope and Friends to pop up because Ron Swanson is the greatest. I thought Candy had a good time helping her partners in her scenes out, and she was doing a good job as Candy Muse. I think Candy Muse as not a detective was great. No, it wasn't enough for me. I thought the cat from the Evie oddly bit. I said, oh, we're doing homages to previous seasons. We love it. You can't tell me that Candy doesn't look like Binky Barnes from our drag, Harold Lopez. Thank you for the super chat. I refuse. I refuse, Harold. All right, so let's see here. Now, listen. Eloquent. She wasn't eloquent enough for me. Why did I choose this screenshot? Someone just remove the teeth and just, it'd be, well, how are they gonna sell it? Hold on. Ew. Listen, I thought Kahana still did a good job. I think I was just going in order with these pictures, so please don't scream at me. It ends up being that Lala's character is the one that killed or destroyed Little Pound Cake. I think when they had told her the cameras were running and her reaction to that was so funny. I do think Jimbo's character was good, but Jimbo had such little time on camera that it wasn't as memorable as, say, Lala's character, who was really running the whole show, right? Like, Jimbo was good, and I enjoyed Stink Finger. I did enjoy this character that was fully fleshed out from Jimbo. It wasn't a lot of time, so it's like not as memorable, and it was very, very short. I was like, oh, they came in right at the end, like third act for it, where Lala was in it from the first, the second, and the third bit of it. So Stink Finger was good. I thought I was watching Inglourious Bastards for a moment. Ooh. Oh. Shout out to everybody that had to sit through that. Woo. I mean, I love a good movie where, those people get, taken care of like that. But it was, Quentin Tarantino and his films and racism. Okay, listen. Baby, I swear to God, I still think to this day that Quentin Tarantino made Pulp Fiction just so he could put himself in the movie so he could say the N-word multiple times himself and not be held responsible because he was playing a character. I still think that as much as I like him as a director, I'm like, did you really need to say that? Does this look like a dead storage in my... No, I don't keep note in my house. I'm like, wait. Why did you have to do that? Like, ow! I still hate that about that movie. Like, mind you, says it off camera. Oh, girl, let me stop. Woo, let me stop. Soulful Dog, given his history, I mean, he worked at Blockbuster, so that explains that, they're all... No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, back to this, and his obsession with feet, but like, not just feet, but, billboard size, like Uma Thurman, no shade, bitch. I knew you needed some, Asper cream or something between them toes, wiggle them big toes, all that crust could fall out. Alexis Michelle was lost in, I guess she was lost in the subway system or something. Whoa. Robin Dixon here, Woo! Oh God, this is Robin Dixon down, girl. Okay, listen, no shade. Yes, a little bit. I said, why would I guess maybe she didn't want to take this name, Effie Lee Bailey. I thought she was gonna act completely different. She started sounding like herself. And then she started sounding like a woman from the Jersey, something like the accent got a little like this, and then it went out again, and then it came back again, and then it went out again, and then it came back again. I was like, wow, this is terrible. If I were to do the DA, oh, I didn't know you were right there, Bubba. Okay, listen, if I were to do the DA, okay, and it was giving me, and it's Effie Lee Bailey, it'd be really loud. And I would do Gilbert Gottfried if I was going to do the DA. And I'm trying to get somebody, or that's the role that we're going to be doing here today. And all of the information pointed to her. That's what it said. See how you keep the voice in there? You need to get somewhere go. Like, it just didn't land for me. I would have done some sort of nonsensical throat tone, very much that. Or if I was going to go, if she wanted to be bougie, I'm Effie Lee Bailey, DA District Attorney. Now, I'm retired, but I'm back where I need to be. And this is the case. Like, we would have done things like we throw tones, do something. And she just sat there and read and just made her lines up. And I'm like, you need some tones, just some sort of tone. For me, I would have been going in and out of words to make it almost seem like they couldn't understand what I'm saying. And be like, oh, no, you didn't hear what I said? They must faces, something stupid. Like, oh, I just wanted to shake her and be like, girl, like, you need to do more than just be a DA. And you know that. So what if you hold on. Now I got questions for y'all. She wanted that security guard first. How was she going to play the security guard? Like Lala? Huh? What? Huh? Oh. Better yet, how are you going to play the detective? I have so many questions for this Robin Dixon here. Is Juan in your home right now? Oh, now Matthew, moving forward here. It just wasn't there. It wasn't there. It really wasn't. There was no ups and downs and even tones with it. She took her job too seriously. I thought I was watching a reenactment of a reenactment on the Ion channel. And that lets you know that it's not what's up. Bitch, you would have. I thought I was in the laundromat watching something with her. Everyone else gave me possibly small theater. I just said, oh, poor thing. You're the actress too. You should know how to improv back and forth like that. What's going on here? Roberta Dixon. Goodness gracious. Terrible. Yeah, Alexis was the worst one out of the challenge for me. And Candy may have been herself, but there was still some sort of entertainment happening here. But for Alexis, it was just like, oh no, they gave you scenes. So listen, Candy and Lala get into it, but it's really over the full Lala getting caught on camera and they know that she killed or destroyed Little Pouty. Lala, you won in this scene right here. You won when you ran over the little crossing thing with the, of course, the golf cart. But like, this part right here where you held this face, when you held this face, there's closed circuit cameras, right? And we've been filming the whole thing. She held that face for so long. And it was like, wait, y'all got cameras over here? I said, and done. By all this for they give it a super chat. Now, Matty, Juan would be with Alexis over. Now, listen. No, see, no. See, Juan likes people who commit, Biomist. She wouldn't be, no, because Alexis wouldn't be, no, now hold on. I know that you think Michael Darby has that much influence, but Michael Darby committed to his, okay then, yeah, we go move on, because Bow Miss, you, He likes it when the whole home is clean, not just the back of the house. The front of the house still got a little work to do. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Lalo, you ate this up. It was a good time. I enjoyed the improv of it all. Honestly, I love the improv challenges. It's them making up their characters and then working with each other. And we get some of the best work out of it. So props to everybody, honestly. But girl, even the profile shot. Oh, I was a fan. Big fan. Like a hothead Jessica looked really good here too. I was like, oh, they look really great. And now I can pay for extra guacamole. Jessica. But look at me now. Now I can get soft shell tortillas and I can ask for extra guacamole. That shit was funny. Like, her face was so dead ass. Like, I could not take her serious. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh yeah, they need to do that again. That was fun. I don't care about this because it was literally a reiteration of the previous day. Michelle Visage looks good. Michelle Visage looks really, really good. Let's just get through it here. RuPaul, I was kind of shocked that you had a license plate on the front of this outfit. I feel like Let Loose by Lucy LaDuca should have been playing when RuPaul was walking out. I'm not mad at it. But I also was like, beep, beep. Who got the keys to the vroom? Bounce. Michelle, whoever did your eyes, God bless them, because the colors are giving what they need to give. I love it when you have your hair in the curl and it's up and it's big. It's right. I like Michelle tonight. Everyone say Lispy Bottom. Carson Cressley, we love you too. Glad to see you there. Shiny. Javicia Leslie, I would congratulate you, but the show was canceled. No, but hey, give it up to the first Black Batwoman. Also was on a show that is no longer on air, but you can catch episodes, I think, on HBO Max. But she was a great judge. I enjoyed her. But, I could tell they filmed this a while ago because I was like, yeah, it's not it. She does look good and she's great TV. She's good people. But I just, it was the whole Batwoman show. I'm like, well, that show was canceled. So, and like recently it was canceled. So I was like, all right. We're celebrating the show we're not going to see anymore because they had really bad creative differences over it. The category is Miss Fill in the Blank. I'm going to tell you my options right now. First one would have been miscommunication. Okay. And I would have had listen wrapped all over my body in a full naked form. And I would have gave that full feel of it with the listen bit. And I would have been like this whole entire moment. So it'd been miscommunication, or I would have came out with gigantic ears. It'd have been, huh? What? The whole time I'm walking down the runway. So that would have been the first one, miscommunication. The second one I would have done is misdemeanor. So I would have done the Missy Elliott, beat, beat. I can't stand the rain, but I would have cinched the fuck out of it. I would have shaped it. I would have had it to where the air would have been blown in to give like a bodice, but still the trash bag bit. And I would have done a full sleek back number with the hip. Oh yeah, I was already in it. I was like, oh, if I did this, I would have had some categories for this one. Hold on, Heidi, giving us an exclusive. Mine was Miss Rona. Heidi, what did that look like? Do we have to go to Patreon to see it? Or you got another picture that has been Thanos. Heidi's been posting these Thanos pictures, y'all. It's been killing me. I'm like, girl, wait a minute. What's happened? Who snapped every time? Heidi be posting pictures. Well, y'all, my run. I'm like, oh my God, the Thanos snapped. We gotta have it. But yeah, it would just misdemeanor, not misdemeanor. That's too much work. Just misdemeanor, like that, misdemeanor. So yeah. Very that. Miss Nasty would have been good. I'd have done the Janet number. I see you, Sabi Kim. Oh yeah, Miss Nasty. Very that. Misdirected. Oh, that's a cute one, Bernie. Misdirected. Okay. That's cute. That's cute. Listen, so let's start with Jessica with Miss Sausage Party. I know you said Matty, but it says Monet. That's so funny to me because Loki, me and Monet are sisters since we have the same drag mother. But yes, it'll be posted on Patreon once I shoot it. Oh, that's Monday, right? Monday? I don't know. Maybe Matty. I'm tired. I'm tired, Heidi. Mama has been on the road. That's right. You've been across the world. Tell me, are you tweeting this from Norway? This is me doing this to Heidi. Beep, beep, beep. I love you, sister. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Okay, so Jessica's outfit is nice. It's a nice look. It's not extra read all about it to me. I read it as mustard. That was my stretch with it. I read it as mustard because she was doing like sausages and hot dogs. I was like, oh, okay. But Miss Sausage Party, I thought it was a cute idea. I was like, oh, this is cute. Heidi. Not from London. No, from London, Bessie. I'm just, but no, I think she's pretty and it's a nice look. Like it's a nice look. I wasn't wowed by it. I was like, okay, work. Like it. I got the mustard reference. It's fine. It's good. Now, Kahana, I know you're tired of everyone saying things look the same. And while this does have very much a close and similar appeal to other things you've worn, I mean, the idea is it's Miss Tired Ass Showgirl. But like, this isn't tired. So I hated that you called it that. I was like, ma'am, this is pageant ready to go. And I hate green and gold together, Klein Forest. I hate green and gold together. I hate it. But this is like really pretty. And so I wish he had given this a different name. Because like you almost pigeonhole yourself into your own category of, oh, you're mad at me for being a showgirl. Well, you yell at us, girl. You yell at us. You keep yelling at us about it. Yeah, like that's fine. Be that. That's your resume. Pop off, Vegas. But like the yawning, I was like, why did she name it that? But to talk about the look, it is fabulous. The hair is wonderful. It's a beautiful dress. Whoever made this, yes, sir. Yes, them. Yes, her. Whoever it is, I don't need your number, bitch, because I need a dress. But like, it's pretty. I liked it. I just was like, why this long ass name? Like, don't even go with it. Like, okay. But yes, it is very similar. Not the same, different way of expressing it. Now, Lala Ree as Miss Bootlegger. I enjoyed this outfit aside from her wig lifting on the side, which if I was a kind soul, I didn't post that picture today. If someone is like, Matty, you're not going to show it, I might tomorrow. Aside from that wig lifting on the side here, because girl, they had a little close up of you and it was like, woo, and I was like, okay, this may have been the second walk. It's been hot back there. I'm not there. I thought this was a cackle. I thought this was a key. I thought it was everything. Aside from that, everything else about this, I lived and breathed for. Because listen, I'm born 86, right? I come from that kind of school when, there was that one person at the fast food place or at the little shopping strip mall area who had his trunk popped open and you'd walk by and it's a bunch of DVDs, all with the most weirdly printed on DVD covers. Like they scanned it on somebody's copy machine. I came from that era of knowing them kind of folks. Okay, I full on got the bootlegger bit. All right, we always knew somebody that used to come through from that, like very much so. There was always the guy with the good ones too, but like I mean, go down Santee Alley, baby, you gonna see vendors with these random DVDs that are not DVDs. Okay, also mixtapes and CDs. Oh, I got that new Chameleonaire. Oh, I'm taking you back. Oh, I'm taking you back. Oh. Come on, family of the friend combined with the cheap FUBU sweatsuit. Yes. Listen, I'm not going to talk about it, but there was this one person that we knew who used to come with the Gucci like custom units that we used to know in our family. And for Christmas, they'd always bring us something. And my dad's like, that's not real. He's like, it looked nice, don't it? But it's not real. Ooh, come on, 5 points, West. What you know about that? As someone who lived in Birmingham, I appreciate that, especially because I actually live close by the 5 Points area. I wasn't in there, but I was on the little outskirts by UAB when it came to that. That's funny. Now that's funny, Ticket. That's funny. I loved it. It was referential. I received it. I was here for it. Yeah. I was like, yup. It not only did you do a good job with the improv challenge, your runway was funny and it was like we got it. It was very cute. Now, Candace Muse. Why do I call her Candace Muse? It feels right. The wig is everything and the mug is the dun-dun. But it took me a second to realize what she was referencing with the Miss Arrogant. And it was from her season. And it was the fool what Tamisha Iman had said to her and called her arrogant. And she couldn't even say it right. It was like, wow, right? And remember, she was wearing that outfit with these same colors, with the same kind of braids to give that look. And I was like, oh, this is a reference to that. Got it. Boot though, but like got it. Like as much as it's like, oh, okay, that's where it's from. Chop. No, ma'am. A child's rug on top of a yuck skirt. Nope. The most thing I like about it is the wig and the sash. Everything else, and the makeup. Them three. After that, but that's what it was. Thunder God. Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, this is the bag ball, and this is from that episode of Untucked, and it's the arrogant and the. Oh, okay. But yeah, this, Dollar General bathroom rug is not going, no, ma'am. I don't. But the wig is everything. Everything. And the makeup is done. And the sash is cute. Stops there. Missed opportunity. Got her snipe. That's funny. That deserves a highlight. Yep. There you go. Who's next? Someone who couldn't hold their bladder, basically. Okay, so this is so clever, but it's also a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. As a matter of fact, let me see something here. What is it again? I just want to see something real quick. Okay, so Alexis Michelle lets us know that she is an open bottom and they enjoy getting pounded mercilessly. That's what it is. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and no gaping holes will be maligned or slit or no, Matt, let's back it up. Tall Armando Rizzo, I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm really trying. I got it one more time. Sought and seeked after by Raheem Shabazz. Alexis Michelle. God, Matty. Pick for play. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough. Listen. This is clever. It's a lot going on. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, the red hanky does mean a passive role in like sort of like the sexual relationship with the bandana code, this, that, and the other. So she's letting people know she's, Spoojizzica. Very that. Mm-hmm. 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 I enjoy where she went with this. It's so yellow at the bottom, and because I know that, it makes this. Why is it so yellow? Like you didn't wash this? Oh, like that's the only thing that really like I hate it. I get it, but I'm like, oh, like oh. Not someone asking who's the Abyss, darling. The Abyss. Oh, the best way for me to give you who he is by just doing this. Oh, oh, oh. You're welcome. Day, I said man bear pig. Get it right. I said man bear pig. Okay. Al Gore told us to worry and be concerned because he's coming back anytime soon. The town made a deal with him. Their ancestors did because, they wanted ice cream. Okay. So yeah, man, bear pig is what I said. That's what I said. Tits McGee is next. That's Jimbo. Funny. It's really funny. It's hilarious. It's a gigantic Z breast. No, not really. But this is safe for Jimbo. I thought it was like, oh, it's a nice look, but it's like, oh, nice. That hangover piss. Daryl, listen, I'm sorry. This is giving me a trip to the clinic kind of dress. Like, that's the Gons. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's giving me leakage teas versus pee. That's a really high tint of yellow. She's dehydrated. Like, it's back to Jimbo. I'm sorry. I just saw somebody's comment. I'm like, no, wait, pee. Girl, this is giving me, you got to take a little boost in the booty. Like, but listen. It's nice. It's a nice look. It's clean. It's decent. It's breast. It's not breast and show, but it's good. It's good. I'm used to this from her. My coconut still would have lost. I just wanted to show y'all how it looks different when they're being talked to versus when they're walking, when sometimes it's super bright and we can't really see the full depth of the colors. So I don't know if y'all noticed that too, but they have so many lights flashing when they're walking. And then when you finally see them like here, you're like, oh, that's the color. Oh, that's what that looks like. Ooh, we can see that now. Ooh, that's fine. Everything makes more sense. Even Alexis' dress looks a lot better. Like, I wish they wouldn't have so many lights going at the same time when they're walking, because it feels like we're at an eye exam that we're going to fail. And it just gets on my nerves a little bit. Let's jump to fame games before we continue with the rest of the episode. Same category, Miss Fill in the Blank. First up is Monica Beverly Hills. Miss Sunlight on the Skin, which was a reference to her season 5 character. I found that funny. It's almost as if when they would have done the little pound cake bit, she would have been able to, be like, oh, I was on that season. But this is a Bob Mackie attempt. It's an attempt. It's an attempt. It's an attempt. It's an attempt. That wig is everything. The mug is done. The dress is sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. That's a Bob Tacky. Woo, excuse me. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Naysha Lopez is next. Miss Shade, right? Miss Shady. Okay. So she has shady comments on this white. Why is it white? Why didn't you do black with white letters, like in dark mode? Why is it white? I think the dress is sickening. This is actually one of my favorite looks that she's done on this show. And I love the hat, but why is it white? Could they see it better? I don't believe it. It should have been black with white writing. That's my only critique for this one. I enjoyed it. She's not that shady. I mean, she says shady shit, but that's Naisha. I don't steal your content, so you can't come for me on your show. Anywho, Mrs. Kasha Davis. And the other person isn't stealing it either. Oops. It's called transformative. YouTubers can do that. That's what called being a content creator it is. That's how people make their money. You find it tired, but that's literally what they do. Mrs. Kasha Davis is next. I'm sorry. I still just can't get over that. Shout out to T with Matt. He hit me up. I think one of y'all told him I said something or whatever, and he went and watched the clip. But he reached out to me. So shout out to Matt. Mm-hmm. Not even defend. I'm just speaking. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm defending, but at the same time, I'm just telling the truth. Like, that's literally what you do as a you. Like, Kasha was doing this Miss Depends bit, or Miss Senior Citizen, I think that was what it was, and then she did Ariana Grandma. Isn't it what the viewing party at Roscoe's is? Yeah, like, exactly. So let's actually, Heidi, let's break that down, because it's kind of funny if we really want to do it, right? So there's the show RuPaul's Drag Race. Then there are viewing parties of the show where people then are explaining the show, right? Then there are people that then take that content and then can break down that content into a more consumable fashion, to then where someone could then take that person's content and further break it down and give their commentary and critiques on it. That is literally what this is and what we do. I do it in a live scale. So I don't have an edit button. I can, but I don't want to. I like to be held accountable for my live words. That, and I can speak live without, worrying about slipping out something crazy, because I mean what I say. I'm going to say what I mean. Darian Lake, you have my vote for Fame Games. If Heidi was in it, it'd probably be Heidi. But Darian Lake, you have my vote for fucking Fame Games. Misshapen. Darian is so puss. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Darian is puss, bitch. This was so fire. I was like, oh. And it was the fact that arm piece moved. Y'all don't understand. She took her arm out of it at one point and started posing, and the arm bit lifted. It was fire. I was like, oh no, this is kind of giving. Oh, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. I was like, oh, she's got my vote. It was giving. I was not expecting that from Miss Darian. Like, no shade. But I was like, hey. I'm just screaming. I loved it. Oh my goodness. I love it. I would not have expected that. I just appreciated it. Now, James Mansfield as Ric Flair, because that's what I saw. That's what it's giving. That is who I believe she's emulating. I have not seen James Mansfield's breakdown of her runway just yet, but to me, this was Ric Flair down, mixed with the mom from Goldberg's. Yeah, it's Ric Flair mixed with the mom from the Goldbergs. And to my wrestling fans, maybe you really loved it and you really liked it. I personally thought it was a brilliant idea. It didn't wow me, but I was like, that's Ric fucking Flair, bitch. And it just made me happy, because I was like, okay, she's a wrestling fan. She's watched wrestling before. That's good for the wrestling people out there. Even though I can't stand it now, I watch for particular reasons. But yes, I was here for it. Charlotte Flair, Patty. All right, back out of the Fame Games onto the stage again. Lala Ree is the winner of this week's episode. Thank you, God. I've been dying for Lala to win an episode this entire season. I'm hoping it's not too little too late, because Miss Other Mama's got 3 in the bag. But Lala is now on the board with a win, darling, and no bottoms, okay? Now, again, shout out to Deja, shout out to Bianca. I wasn't really feeling their commentary on her wig in this outfit. I'm like, this is Come take my hand. I won't let you go. This is like we're watching drag girls do the 4 era type of beat, and they're trying to give a show or possibly do some. So I thought it was gonna be a Beyonce song, just how she was dressed. I was like, okay, this is giving me this. This is giving me that. I thought it's a 1-2 outfit. You know what I'm saying? It's a 1-2. It's a 1-2. The wig, while it's not great, it needed to be stacked. Like, I was like, what? Like, no, like she's here to perform. If we're gonna give this energy, give it to all the other girls that came out there in their little flat wigs. Okay. Now, I knew Lala was about to eat, but I said, who's it gonna be? Who's about to give right now? What's it gonna give right now? It's gorgeous. Like gorgeous. Shout out to my friend Jeff with a G, because tell me. Y'all clocked this. Because I was like, oh, that's exactly who that looks like. Bitch, come on, Madam Rogue. I said, oh. I was here for it. I said, man, this Teen Titans plug is killing it. Look, the hair is everything. I'm telling you. She's about to stretch and fuck it up. Anywho, let's get into it today. It's About Damn Time by Lizzo. If you're a fan of George's, I'm here for it. I'm a fan of George's too. I think they're great. I think they're an excellent lip syncer. I think they do a really, really good job, and they can dance down. But what I'm telling you, that George's was not going to win this lip sync because they don't know the song like that. They've heard the song. They've danced to the song in the club before. They've had it on the radio. They've done this and all of that. But she just danced, and she did it very, very politely. It was very polite. It was timid. It was very light. I was like, oh, okay. She's hitting some moves and she's doing this. The dip was absolutely unnecessary. But like, I thought George's was fun to look at. No one told them to hold back. That didn't happen. And I know, Day, that's what you feel took place. I can tell you from people who I know who have been lip sync assassins, they don't tell them that. It's a nice narrative to have in place when you don't feel things are going the way or you think they're going to go down. But George's being a good lip syncer doesn't mean that they're going to know every single song and they're going to be able to lip sync to every single one of them. Just like how we've seen other girls come to the show and they're given different material than what we know is their wheelhouse. And it doesn't work. So About Damn Time is not her wheelhouse. She was not told to hold back. She literally was doing the best that she could with the song that she was given at the time. You're going to be okay with that. We are highly going to disagree. And again, I have talked to people in the backstage of this matter. I know they don't tell them that shit. That's stupid. Take an L and take it proudly and just know it's not anything against you or anyone that thinks this way. It's really weird to make a statement like that because you don't realize how you are taking out. You are taking away from somebody who actually did a good job by saying, well, they were holding back, so that's why they won. George's as Lizzo win. Adorable of you to play in my chat, but we won't be doing that today. Continuing further and on here, Jay McCullough, don't pay attention to Legendary Legend. He was trolling in that moment because that isn't a dip really, and the girls changed it to Death Drop, so that's why they're saying that. Continuing forward with my statement and my talk, because I'm not just talking to you today, I'm talking to everybody. Unnecessary. But I like what Georges did in terms of just movement and going around. But if I'm talking about somebody embodying the song, if I'm talking about somebody that's actually given the work, this little lean was nasty. I was like, yes, ma'am. Please and thank you. Show us what's up. Did and done. And da-da-da. And I think the reason why I'm making my statements the way they are is because girls were doing that same thing that once. He said, well, Elliot had work, didn't. Did not. Kept up, but did not. Say what you want about the wig, honey. That hair was moving. It was into the times. That dip down, sister. The Lala experience. I see it. I think if Georges was given a different song, we would have a whole nother story to have a conversation about. As a matter of fact, let me think of what song recently they had that could have been one that she would have gave to. Well, I mean, any song that Jimbo did. Well, no, that's not anything. Like, that very much that. That's the thing. Like, when she had that hair, I was like, she was trying to toss the little hair around. I'm like, okay, girl, no. Hallucinate. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, if Georges had oh. Wait, who? It was actually, we could have had Georges versus Jasmine Kennedy again. Jimbo, sit down. We're just gonna have them do a redo. We'd had Jasmine and Georges. That would have been a whole lot better. Tell you that. So yeah, it was Georges was doing little movements there. There was just way more energy. Coming from Lala. Lala knew the words, she knew the song. It's very much on repeat. It was given. But I still think it was fun. It was nice to watch. I had a good time. That's this now. Lala, tell me you ain't Uncle Cliff from P Valley without telling me you ain't Uncle Cliff. Sister, that stripper split was so funny. No, I'm not laughing at it, but I was laughing because I was like, I know she did not do an Atlanta, like, give me a split leg fan out. I was like, collect your coin. I was weak. That's who told me that. It was, I think it was my mama, Honey Davenport, who told me, if you're going to do some hair and you're going to do some choreography, no wet lip at all, because it's going to stick and it's not going to be fun. You're going to be doing this the entire time. Who else? Somebody else told me that too. She's like, this is why you do want to do a matte lip when you're performing with some big hair. Because girl, if it's wet, the whole time, like, you're just gonna be just doing that over and over and over and over again. It's annoying. Your lips are pretty, but oof, very much that. I said, oh, I'm ready for season 3 of P Valley, y'all. I am ready for season 3. They left too much open. I was here for it. Listen, at the end of the day, it was a good run, a good lip sync. I knew Lala was the winner of that one. Shout out to everybody involved. $10,000, darling. You got $15K you get to walk home with. Congratulations, Lala Reed. Proud of you, bitch. Now, Georges even agrees, period. Ate that up, sister. This hair is given, though. Okay, Georges, they about to listen. Georges is going to get pulled by trash. Listen, they're going to be like, come here. RuPaul and as Mr. Swirly from Pete and Pete. Needs a decision. Will it be Kahana or Alexis? Kahana. Listen, Kahana, hey, I honestly thought that Candy should have been in your place this episode. Her runway wasn't it, and the performance was not really elevated. If they're going to put 2 and 2 together, I personally think Kahana should have been safe this week. It should have been Candy and Alexis, and I would have sent Alexis home. Since we're doing track record, kind of, sort of, really, not really. If I really wanted to shake it up, I send Candy home just so I already know that Alexis ain't going to do no better. So we got this. Like, if I want to play that kind of game, but I would have dead ass probably send Alexis home. Cause I'm like, I don't know if we can take another sob. I don't know if we can take that again. That was ridiculous. Girl, please. Like, wait, Alexis, did you really think you were going home? No shade. I know we saw James go home last week, but it just was so funny to me. Oh, I'm sorry. To me, I thought and also storyline purposes, why not have Kahana go further? Because it's like, you actually did well. You may not have won, but guess what? You did so good. You weren't even in the bottom this week, and it's showing that progression. If you don't win the next episode, it would have been her chop for sure, top 5. That's how I'm looking at it. It would have been that, we see you're trying and you're doing well, and you did it at a really good time, so let's keep you safe. If you don't win this next episode, episode 8, it's a wrap. That's it. You gotta go. But like, I don't know. Just my opinions. Mommy John. Listen, Kahana Montrese, like I know there's been a lot said on social media. I know that you've had opinions and feelings and made certain threats to folks online. I know you've stated a lot of things, deleted it within hours, sometimes within seconds. Posting about where you're going, where you're at, who you've been with, and all that kind of jazz. And God bless you, baby. I really hope, because I don't hate this person, even though people like to make narratives because they're crazy. I don't hate them. I just hate that what took place this season was a lot of self-sabotage in a sense, and some of the confidence that was lacking in certain challenges sort of spilled over into personal issues that were had with people in this competition. And also it sort of played out into a year later on Twitter because a lot of people were getting to you. And I completely understand. This fandom's a little crazy. I got a mouth. People got mouths. I fully understand that. I want the focus to be on her and what she's doing and not what's on everybody else's plate, and that she's got a nice house and good credit, new teeth, new hairline, new face, new ass, new thighs, new chest, new arms, toenails, fingertips. I don't give a fuck. Just keep being successful, keep doing you, and stop worrying about everybody else. I got to do the same thing with that. Stop worrying about everybody else. For real, though. Because, like, Kahana's talented. She's not a comedian and she's not an actress, but she's talented. Don't post and delete, though. That's weird. Stop. Stand in your ground, okay? Apologize. We get it, but do your thing, sister. Anywho. Yeah, Candy got locked out of her Instagram for some reason. People are sending Alexa stuff, and it is so weird, y'all. It's TV. We're watching a show. It is edited for our consumption. It's not even real. Like, I mean, it's real, but it's not real like that. Like, they're not in your house doing this. They're not at home. These people don't know your government name, driver's license. They don't know that. You act like these folks. I mean, you can understand and feel somebody. And you can, want to be all. I get that, but like, it has never been that deep. It's never been that deep. It's never been that deep. Please stop making it that deep. It's not that deep. It's not. Like, I just think it's weird. Like, this was literally filmed a year ago. After DragCon. After DragCon 2022. A couple of days. It's fucking funny because I saw Heidi prior to this being filmed when I was at DragCon, and I took my pictures and did all that. The dentistry booth items, you remember. And I saw Candy at the House of Avalon when we were chopping it up and talking about things that happened on her season, this, that, and the other. And that was so long ago. And this was filmed literally around that time. Like, y'all tripping. Relax. God, it makes it less fun sometimes. People start to take things so seriously, and they think they know what the producers are doing and all that kind of stuff, or or how people actually feel. But it's like, no, like this is all a little wheelhouse of nonsense. But either way, take care of yourselves, everybody. Like, these streets are hard out here, whether you in a rough side of town or not, mentally speaking, physically speaking, whatever you're going through, fucking relax, please. But I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed the show with me today. I had a good time with you, whether we agreed or not, whether we had differences in opinions. I respect you no matter what. Now, if you don't have respect for me, delete. But, other than that, like, let's have fun. Let's watch TV. Let's talk about it. We can drag and gag and do all of that kind of stuff, but we're not, making 3 different channels trying to make up for some nonsense where we really ain't doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hell no. No, actually, no, I won't be doing the reunion because doesn't interest me. I will be doing the finale, but I'm more so going to probably pop into Queen of the Universe and also get ready for Drag Race Mexico, which I think is premiering this upcoming week. So I need to do the Drag Race Mexico cast reveal, which I plan to do this upcoming week, as well as my piece of cake videos coming out because I just did the Mamo-chan, so I'm on schedule, and then do Drag Race Mexico. You see what I'm saying? So like, I'm already like set to go for Mexico, and I'm like, oh, I'm ready to start talking about that now. And I'm actually hyped to talk about it. So it's, like Espana has really disappointed me this season. It's just not what it is. Thank you so much for the Tippy Poo Membrillo for the super chat. Thanks for another great review, love. Would you ever review Strange New World Star Trek? I saw the trailer. I don't know. I'm not a full Trekkie, but I'm of the older days of Star Trek, and I enjoyed the movies that came out. Not the second one, the first one. Yeah, so maybe, baby. Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, y'all. It's been a long day, and the heat in Houston is already pouring into my home. I can feel it right now. What is the temperature outside? 101. Lovely. Me and Mamo-chan are going to enjoy the rest of our day. Tomorrow is the panel. Don't forget, Jack Fed from his YouTube channel. Jack Fed will be on the panel tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. If you're a fan of Jack Fed's videos, make sure to check out his YouTube channel. I'm a fan of his. He was great to meet at DragCon. And so we'll have him on tomorrow with the rest of the pan and talk about this episode again and give multiple perspectives in situations. Also talk about some hot topics. I know y'all want to hear from a few people on that panel about that thread that happened on Twitter about that interracial dating situation with drag queens. And then the conversation that was then held after that on Spaces on Twitter to when Bob was then called into it. And people were asking him and saying, I know y'all have wanted me to have a conversation about it. I don't want to. Because I feel like, I don't know if you are ready to hear what I have to say about it, but like, there were things that were interesting on both sides of the argument. But there were missed opportunities from one person, and there were also a moment to where I'm like, as much as we're having this conversation, you do realize that if we were to step out and say, see, let me stop. Because there was a lot to take in from that. There are so many different conversations within a conversation about it. And there were some people who were in the chats or in the comment section who were giving their own opinions, who are not of color, who should have sat back. You felt like it was an attack on you, and it really, really wasn't. It was more so talking to our other brothers and sisters about what was going on. There were a lot of people giving opinions that shouldn't have gave no opinions. And I was like, you're not speaking from the perspective of a Black person right now. You're speaking from your own, and that you need to stop. Like you're missing points, and you're making yourself the victim in the situation when it has something to do more than it's a lot. It's a lot. So we'll talk about it, because everybody from the panel is aware, is fully aware of what's going on, and everybody's has a feeling they want to speak on it. And we're very pro-Black on my channel. If for those of you who may be angry about that, too bad. So we'll be talking about it, and I will try my best to keep it moderated as well as possible. But yes, I know people want to discuss. It's just, I was very disappointed with a few folks that needed to insert themselves in something they did not need to talk about. And it really was about the other people who needed to speak on reference for that, because it really was a topic that the way it was framed was negative, and it should have been done a little bit differently. And that was where my issue was. I was like, okay, that is a discussion, but not how it was addressed. It is just a lot, especially like fetishizing certain things and that sort of bit, and understanding the difference between preferences and prejudices. Like that was where I was like, we're missing a little bit of that conversation with the difference between preference and prejudice, as well as why you got together, what is the history behind it, the hurt that may have come involved. There was a lot of nuances that weren't discussed, and I was just like, okay. So for me, I get it, and I'm all for love who you love and all that kind of mess. It just was certain folks who were starting to do a hit dog with a holler in the comment section where I'm like, you're out of line. You're out of line for speaking that way. And then other folks was like, oof. So yeah. Anywho, I'm out of here. Yeah, that part, Luca, that part. Like, sometimes you just need to sit back and listen in conversations, and not everything is about you. You know what I mean? But like, there's a lot to take in from it. Anywho. Okay, wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Tip jar down there if you feel like it. Thank you for everybody who tipped today. Thank you for everybody in the super chats. Thank you for everybody who was in the commentary section. Okay, commentary section. Everybody in the commentary section, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate every single one of you. Take care of yourselves. All my love. I'll see you tomorrow for Japano. Bye. To Diablo or to Street Fighter 6 tonight? That is the question. Or a movie. We'll see. Listen. Yeah.